What the hell is Triple H doing with the women's division? He's fucking up. The women's division is really struggling to get feet under his legs. And I know, Jade Cargill's getting a push. Look at Jade Cargill. Why wouldn't she get a push? That debunks that. But explain to me how Ivy now ain't did shit. Indy Hartwell ain't did shit. Candice LeRae ain't did shit. They're all stagnant and stale and stuck. None of them are doing anything of note to get themselves over. None of them are doing anything to build their stock. Can we talk about this women's tag team division, if you want to call it that? Or is it just they're putting random teams together and it's just something else to do for filler? Because that's all it is. That's all it is. It's filler. You had the Unholy Union, right? What's so funny, they nickname them that, but when you look at the nameplate, you don't even see that name. So it's like they're not called the Unholy Union. Then what happened to the whole gimmick? They were witches and demonic and all this other shit. And then now they only got the titles because they was in a home fucking town. Bro, stop with the cheap shit, bro. People get on Tony Khan for giving people a chance in their hometown to get that pop, right? So people get on him. Let's get on Triple H. They literally won the tag titles because they were in their hometown, yet you didn't have nothing planned for their tag team division, their tag team run. You didn't have nothing planned. Damage Control came out there and attacked. I forgot who they was going. The Katana Girl and Kaden Chance, I think. I forgot their names. But that's what I'm saying. They don't have a name. Why they're not called the Highlight? Why they're not called anything that remotely resembles a party life? These girls like to party, right? They was beefing with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, right? And it was highlights of them being in a party. Okay, why they're not called something to refer them being party girls? Even if you call them party girls. I know it's like Private Party, but Private Party ain't doing shit. But okay, Highlight of the Night. That's an easy name to remember. Very easy name to remember. They're the only team on the entire division that dress alike and actually have tag team moves. Other girls got other tag team moves, but like Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. They don't dress alike. They don't have no significant tag team. None of these girls, now this is something all of them got, none of these girls have no gimmicks in this tag team. This would make tag teams fun when you have different personalities as tag teams. They had a gimmick. The Dudleys were half brothers, right? Half brothers from a dysfunctional country family. That was their gimmick, right? That's why Bubba Ray had the stutter and Devon is unpredictable and shit, right? That's why both of them was crazy, putting people through tables and all this other shit. Then you had Kane and Undertaker, two brothers that hated each other. One got burned alive. You know the whole story. And then they became cool, brothers of destruction. They didn't dress alike, but they didn't have to. They had the same set move. They had the same move set. They both did choke slams. They both did tombstones. You know what I mean? APA. They were a protection agency. They whoop ass for money, and they sit in the back playing poker, smoking cigars, and drinking beer all day. That's what made them interesting. Nowadays, it even goes with the men, but I'm talking about the women. There's nothing about none of these girls, bro. None of them. When Bianca and Jade was tag team champs, that's the only time them titles are going to matter. This entire rest of the time, those titles are getting passed around because nobody else cares. Nobody cares where these titles are going. Because that Jade Cargill and Bianca, that's the only time them titles are going to mean anything. And you wonder why those titles don't mean shit. You put them on them girls for no reason, just because they was in their damn hometown. Are you shitting me? Seriously? And then the next week, no, not next week, the next night on Monday, they cutting a regular ass promo. They face now. Nobody liked them to begin with or disliked them. That's the problem. You turn them face when nobody liked or disliked them. Nobody cared because you didn't make nobody care. At least they were somewhat interested when they had them videos about being demonic and shit, right? Why they stopped that? At least it would have been something. I think it would have been dope. They matched that atmosphere. They look like fucking witches and warlocks and shit. So I don't get it. Definitely is a Don, beautiful self. Oh my god. But anyway, like I don't understand. Like you expect us to give a fuck, and you didn't do anything to make us give a fuck. Just make it make sense. Oh, can I talk about somebody else that doesn't make any sense to a lot of shit? People shitting on Cody and Cody Rhodes title run is boring and this and that. Cool. Fine. Let me tell you somebody title run that's literally boring. No arguments. Let me tell you somebody's title run that's literally didn't have no plans. Bayley. Tell me anything Bayley has done. She's been champ the same time as Cody, but yet Cody got all this pressure on her. Nobody's saying shit about Bayley. Bayley ain't did shit, bro. She went against Piper Niven just because they was in Piper Niven's fucking hometown. Come on. She got a title shot because she was in the hometown. No real story, nothing to it. The star of the two don't get a title shot in Chelsea Green. She was the one talking for Piper Niven. But she don't get a title shot or nowhere near the women's title shot, title picture. Hopefully, Chelsea Green can change all that and become Money in the Bank, Mrs. Money in the Bank. She's the only interesting woman, bro. Real shit. Really name any girl that's new or that's like semi-new, that's been around at least 1 or 2 years, right? Name any girl that's interesting as Chelsea Green. I would fucking wait. Name anybody. Jade Cargill don't count. You already knew damn well when you seen this damn girl, she's going to be a star anywhere. You think Vince McMahon wouldn't have pushed her? That's funny. Triple H is just like Vince McMahon, except he's a reverse Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon used to get all this fucking hate for changing people's gimmick and changing their name and all that shit when he get called up from NXT. He changed their gimmicks and all that shit. He used to get hate for that. This is what Triple H do. He don't change your gimmick. The only problem he does, he literally does nothing with you. Lyra Valkyria, what's to her? Blair Davenport just lost that match to qualify. What a way to display a new talent. That was her first match that I knew of. That was her first match. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad Naomi won with her beautiful self. But how does this help Blair Davenport though? But this is the problem. What's to Blair Davenport? She has a blonde streak in her hair. We're supposed to be fucking impressed. It's nothing about her. She's good in the ring or something. What's to her? Nothing. See, he's the reverse. He don't give the NXT call-ups nothing to do. Except the ones he liked. Braun Breaker. Jay Cargill wasn't in NXT. But, like, he don't fuck with Carmelo Hayes like that. He's getting them in that because I think it's politics. Same thing with Live Valkyria. They were NXT champs. So, really, I think Triple H does the same thing Vince McMahon do. He's humbling them. They're not about to win. I guarantee the next 2 or 3 months, them two are going to be regular. Watch. Because Carmelo Hayes has probably a better chance than Lyra Valkyria. Because, bro, Lyra Valkyria, can she cut a promo? They're really trying to compare her and really make people think, oh, she's probably like Becky Lynch because she's fucking Irish. Stop, bro. Stop it. I love Finn Balor, but he's not Sheamus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop, bro. Stop it. He's not Sheamus. He's not. So, you really trying to convince me Lyra Valkyria is Becky? When all she baby do is just smile? And okay, she's good in the ring, but that's how far is that going to get you? You're just good in the ring. She can't cut a promo. Can she tell a story? Can she? And then y'all missing the definition of actually being good in the ring. Being good in the ring is more than just doing the good moves. Being good in the ring is, can you tell a story? Can you get the crowd engaged in this match? Can you get people to care to see you? That's being good in the ring. Hogan was good in the ring. He could sell everything. Everything meant something in the ring. That's being good in the ring. All because you can do all these dope shit in the ring don't mean you're good in the ring, bro. I hate to tell you the truth. Can you sell people to watch and care? Can you make this mean anything? That's the problem with today. A lot of people are just good in the ring, but don't know how to make anything mean anything. Undertaker said it best. You got to have space out. You got to space it out. When he was explaining to him and Mark Henry, that's why he's the GOAT, right? You better listen to him. If y'all wasn't, you're a fucking moron if you ain't listening to Undertaker and you in the business. He said space it out. Make everything mean something. That's what's missing today. A lot of people with wrestling today. You don't make everything mean something. Not only your character, your personality got to be good enough to make people care. So that right there is a problem within itself. Nothing about Lyra Kira is going to make you care. She's just another girl that comes out there and just put on good matches, good athletic matches. She's athletic. She's pretty. That's it. What's the difference between her and Blair Davenport? Honestly, nothing. What's the difference between her and Indy Hartwell? What's the difference between her and Ivy Now? Nothing. Then Ivy Now failed at the Royal Rumble. The Women's Royal Rumble, her and Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace completely outdid her by showing strength levels. Ivy Now was botching. I forgot who she was, but she could barely keep her up. They tried to put on like Ivy Now as this strong, monstrous, killer girl, when really she shouldn't be a powerhouse girl. She should be a submission girl. She's smaller. Obviously, she ain't strong enough to do it. So she should be a submission girl. She should be a girl to put bitches in submissions and shit. And she should be heel. Hopefully, we're about to get that with the ain't they called Diamond Mine to get all together, the Creed brothers and her. But anyway, hopefully they're about to get a chance when they go with the great Chad Gable. So hopefully that might be a chance right there. Although they honestly don't need Ivy Now. But I say, why not? Fuck it. Get Ivy Now in it because Ivy Now should be a heel. But I'm saying, though, those girls, Ivy Now, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, these girls been on the roster for about almost 2 years now, and nothing evolved. No evolution. The reverse of Vince McMahon. At least Vince McMahon would give you something interesting. It don't matter if it's suck. No matter if it was like, oh man, you're gonna give that person that. Oh, Bearcat Keith Lee. What was wrong with Bearcat Keith Lee if he would have stuck with it? It probably would have got him over. He was getting big matches. People hate Vince, but y'all not looking at the details. He was fighting Randy Orton and Sheamus and Braun Strowman. Obviously, Vince had something for him. But the Bearcat was just such a bad idea. But what Keith Lee has done when he was in AEW, that's a whole other story. But I'm just saying, this all goes back to what Triple H does. He's the reverse. He does nothing to help your character. Am I wrong? Name any girl that's doing anything from the NXT call-ups that's different or is interesting. None of them. Let's keep it real. None of them are interesting. They're all one and the same. If they were going off the show next week, nobody would notice. Let's be real, bro. Nobody would notice. And that's not good if it's like that. Nobody would notice if Indy Hartwell missed the show tomorrow. If she missed the show next week, nobody would notice. Nobody would notice Lyra Kira wasn't on the show Monday Night Raw. Nobody would fucking notice, bro. And that's bad. Not Jade Cargill. If Jade Cargill's missing a couple weeks, people be like, damn, where's Jade Cargill? But I'm like, that's the problem, bro. That's why gimmicks and characters are so important. Give these girls something interesting to do. Change up their damn gimmick. They ain't doing shit. That NXT shit worked down to NXT. Do you realize NXT selling at 700 something K? And guess what? Do you expect it to be higher? It's a developmental system. So, of course, they're not going to get big numbers. Of course, they're not going to. They're not supposed to. It's a farming system, bro. Of course, they're not going to get that shit. What do you expect? They're not going to get that. So, therefore, that's why Vince McMahon changed their gimmicks. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like people can hate and, Why he would do that? Why he would change Walter's name into a more opposing name, more threatening sounding name? Does Walter versus Brock Lesnar sound good to you? Get the fuck out. Walter? This nigga name's Walter. He got the same nigga name off of, what's that movie? I think the movie is called Walter, where he got to control all these rats. Great movie, by the way. But he's him? Gunther sounds way more opposing. Gunther sounds like a killer. Gunther sounds like a real opposing name. Yeah, but y'all hated Vince, but no smoke for Triple H for doing the same shit, except in reverse. He's doing them no favors. These girls and some guys, but I'm talking about the girls. These girls have nothing significant about them. Nothing interesting added on to them. They're just like, oh, well, they worked at NXT. Let's see if they can get over here. That ain't even fair, bro. That's why Vince did that. Vince was really looking out for them if you really think about it. I'm not saying Vince was right all the time. I think the Karrion Kross shit was ridiculous. I don't know what he was doing with the Karrion Kross shit. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But I'm saying, though, you telling me when he changed Keith Lee, Gunther, and whoever else he changed up, you telling me it was all the way bad? It didn't make them at least somewhat interested? Not all the time. But I'm just saying, though, that's why he did that. He was really looking out for people. Because he's seen what they was doing to NXT. And if you're not somebody that's undeniable like a Jade Cargill, then why wouldn't you change something about him? She's undeniable just off of her look. They don't have that luxury. These other girls don't have a Jade Cargill luxury, bro. They don't have a meal ticket automatically. Sorry, it's just like that. It's just what it is. But this is exactly why you got to give people fucking gimmicks and characters, bro. Triple H is fucking up this women's division. It's time. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. And I hope Natalya is leaving because she's never going to move up. She's the female Dolph Ziggler. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the other good shit. We out.